Here she is, the grandma from the Chopped. Diana, yay! Hi! Figured I might as well just kind of throw that in. Oh, my audience waits. Today we're going to make a roasted corn soup. We had it last night at one of the restaurants. It was like to die for. We're having soup night in a couple of weeks. Everybody's making a different one. So I thought I would try it, see how I compared. So the first thing what we're going to do is we're going to put a little butter and olive oil into our pan. And let that go. Turn it up just a smidgen because I had it So we're going to add to this our onions. Actually, everything we're going to do. Onions. We're going to add a little bit of garlic. Called for about 4 cloves of garlic. We're going to add some pepper. Some jalapenos. And then what we're doing over here is we're going to roast some corn because it's roasted corn soup. And what I've done, and it's really hard to find corn on the cob this time of year, but you want to take the corn off the cob because, you know, it's just better like that. And of course it makes a little mess, but if you have little dogs around, they'll manage to eat what's on the floor. So, and you don't want to throw the cobs away because we're actually going to boil the cobs in with our broth. And for those that don't know, there's a little bit of milk in those cobs, and I always put a little bit of milk in when I make my when I make my corn. So to the corn, we're going to add a little bit of olive oil to coat them up, some salt, and some pepper, and we're going to roast these at 425. Until they start to get brown. So I already have my oven on. Let's go over here. Put these in the pan, like so. Sprinkle them out. Oops, I have to move my camera. And into the oven. And we're just going to set the timer for about 15 minutes. See how that goes. And we'll probably check it around 10. And the other thing is we're going to add a little bit of it. Calls for a let's see me. It calls for a little one potato. But I tend to buy the diced potatoes in the frozen section for hash browns. So I'm just going to add like about a cup and a half to the mixture I have in the pan. So this is going to cook for about 3 to 4 minutes until it starts to get a little soft. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a pinch of smoky paprika, which I'm kind of hoping this is. And we're going to add some vegetable stock. Now, it only called for 4 cups, but I like to make a little bit more in my soup. So I'm just going to add a little more. So what we want to do is we want to bring this to a boil and let this cook the rest of the vegetables. And I'm adding vegetable stock to this. And I'm also going to add my husks to this so it'll all cook and get some great flavor. And I'm also going to add a little bit of water. Not much, just a little bit. So we're going to let this boil up and simmer, and we'll be back in a few. So I figured we'd see how we were doing, and it's steaming, but it's not boiling yet. So we're going to give that a little bit longer, and we're going to check on our roasted corn. it's turning a little brown spots, but oops, almost lost all the corn there. But not really. We don't want them dark. We just want them to get some brown spots. So we'll just leave that in there for a little while longer too. Okay, so we're boiling over here, and the timer went off. We're gonna take this out and let this simmer for about 10 minutes, and we'll be back. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take, this is boiling. We are going to remove these, and we're going to puree half of the soup mixture and half of the corn. Okay. Okay, we're going to pour this back in here. And we're going to add the rest of the corn. There doesn't seem to be a lot of corn in here, so I may just add another can. And to make it a little creamy, we're going to add a half a cup of cream, but I don't use cream, so I'm just going to use a little milk. Okay, and then we're going to put a little thyme, not the kind on your clock, but a little bit of thyme. And we're just going to let this simmer up for a little bit. And we'll be back to give it a taste. And look at that, it looks really, really good. Kind of almost like I had it. Okay, now it's time for the real test. Still has a little bit more time to simmer, but so just so you know, I added 3 jalapenos and caught for chilies. Might be a little hot for some people, but it's supposed to be a little spicy and smoky. It's not bad. It's pretty good. Could be a little thicker. Maybe I'll work on that, but that. And it would go great with cornbread. And it's nice and hot, so it's great on a cold day. So thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Oh, I know.